milestone here that's just like your life story?
It's like my life story. It's like me talking through people. Like I felt like it was important. The first thing that you read about me for you to understand why I am the way that I am.
Yeah. Coming from the Bay Area and working on music videos with the team and these guys, and then all of a sudden being in LA, how has it changed you as a person being in LA?
Well, I think people in the Bay Area, they're like really personable. You know what I mean? Like people come together. We got lots of festivals. Like we always find a way to be outside and to be around each other and to bring each other together. Also, there's a lot of tragedy out there too. And tragedy, it brings people together as well. But I think through that, we've also found a way to come together for positive things.
For sure.
We're so used to coming together for these rallies, like, stop the riot, stop this, stop that we collectively, brought that kind of like 70s love aesthetic, that hippie aesthetic together, and we just found a way to all merge and bring, it doesn't matter, color, creed, whatever it was. It brought people together, and that's something that made it easier for me to come into an industry that people were like, it's stiff, it's hard to talk to people. It was easier for me to talk to people.
We lived completely different lives, bro, but we ended up here.
Yeah.
Together.
Yeah. Which I think is dope. It's dope, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's all a question of how these things happen. How these things happen, why they happen, what's going to happen next. I think, I feel like our society takes a lot of pride in finding the answer and knowing the answer. But I think there's so much more questions that we should be asking than trying to provide answers.
I really like this, man.
Thank you. I'm starving. You got some food here?
I'm hungry.
You hungry? You want to get something to eat? Let's take a ride. What's the biggest thing you've gotten from living in the Bay Area to coming here to LA to doing your thing?
Being around street culture, being into punk rock, hip hop, all kinds of music just kind of like shaped me to be this guy that when I decided to make my own brand, I was into so many different things that it helped me with designing, and that kind of like made the aesthetic.
It just kind of happened organically too, where it was like, you start pulling things from everything. So right now, it just seems like in art and just in this generation, it's kind of like open doors to create, right? And whatever sticks to the wall sticks, but it seems like everything's just being thrown up against the wall right now. And whatever sticks, like what's been catching your eye? What have you been into? What's been moving you?
Architecture. I'm really into like architecture and houses, and I look at architectural books and I drive around, and a lot of times I'll just go to open houses that are open and like look at them, even though I'm not planning on buying any houses. I just like checking them out and seeing how they're designed and things like that.